Hey guys, this is Passenger 115 here for a tip for all Kamen Rider fans, and I mean all. It could be American Kamen Rider Dragon Knight fans or the Kamen Rider in Japan. Okay, now of course I'm somewhat both, not too much in the American, but more in the Japan. Okay, so this is just more of a what you need if you are buying any Kamen Rider build. Doesn't matter if it's American or Japanese, or any Japanese Kamen Rider toy. Okay, so I picked these all out at Walmart. You could buy these; they are pretty cheap. This is what you would need for all the Japanese toys, be it the belts or the accessories like the guns, the K-Touch, things like that. What I found is most of them just take AAA batteries. So make sure you have AAA batteries. Don't buy a tiny pack, buy a bulk size, and try to get an off-brand more thing. I bought this one actually at Walgreens. I forget how much this was, but just the other day. So just, buy a good pack. 24 packs should do you for quite a while, because most of the toys take 2 AAA batteries. Next thing, so that's for the belt and the accessories, what you'd probably need, just so then you have the toys, like sounds. Okay, the next thing you will need is, of course, the Kamen Rider belts are very small. Same, also, you'd think America would do a little bit better. Well, they made it smaller. So yeah, this is what you need to actually make your belts much bigger. And I found these at Walmart. They had about 3 of them, 3 different kinds. I picked up 2 different kinds. 2 silver with black polka dots on there, because that's the closest thing to pure silver they had. Trying to put this one not in the light too bad. And I got a pure black. And then if they had pure red, I'd have been much happier, and if they had pure silver, I'd have been much happier, and then I'd be good. But anyway, those are about $4 each. Pretty good price. It goes about 72 inches, so it'd fit a pretty good waist. Not too big of a waist, because these are small luggage straps, but they do work pretty well. And they have a little snap, so you don't have to be like tying it or anything. Then the next thing you need, you could use Velcro straps. I don't like those, so I recommend getting zip ties. Now, I did not find a smaller package. I got a package of 100 white cable ties. They're zip ties. They just call them cable ties, because that's what they're mostly used for. 8 inches long, about 20 centimeters. Now these will make sure the luggage straps are attached to the belt. And then I also picked up some black ones, and they had a smaller packet of them. They didn't have a big packet, and they're about 8 inches long, 20 centimeters, and there's 20 nylon ties. Okay, now I'm going to show you this and the zip ties in action for my American Kamen Rider belt. So let me just get up. Alright. Here's my advent belt from the show Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Let me just turn off this light. My light kind of electrocutes me every time I turn it off, because I don't really have a cap to and it's an old light, so that's why. Alright, hopefully this is enough light. Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not enough light. There. Okay, so here it is. As you can see the polka dots on here. And then you can see the luggage straps going around the whole belt. Right there. 2 right there, and 1's right there. Right now I have Incisors Advent deck in there. But right now, I'm not reviewing this belt, so you could just take that. Alright, make sure the toy's off. It is. Alright, so this, my recommendation on how to make it to fit you is this. Put the luggage strap on where you want it. I want it around my waist, so I put it on around my waist. Now I'm just demonstrating with this belt. My shirt's kind of getting caught on it. And there. Make sure it is a snug fit. I have it very, very snug, where it's almost skin tight. It doesn't hurt, but it feels a little weird. But yeah, you can see the little cap right there, where you can unplug it. And then the belt going around, that's actually the belt from the toy. Now, how to attach those? Well, actually, hang on, I forgot one thing. The luggage straps will actually be a little big if you are my size. I'm about like a 70cm waist or something like that. But anyway, what you should do about that is, now you'll have like, tie it to maximum, like, yeah. Alright, restart. You're going to need to put it as tight as you can, where it's a snug fit and you like it, and that's how how big your belt will be. Now, there will be excess hanging off unless you buy a different brand, a smaller luggage strap, but that's the smallest and biggest luggage strap they had there, so that's what I got. Alright, so if you see here, it's wrapped around right there. That's because I took it, because the excess was hanging off right around here. I took it, looped it over here, and then looped it back. Alright, so I kind of pulled it this way as much as I could, and then folded it back, or did it the other way and folded it back. And then I zip tied it here, around the other strap, part of the strap, and then it stays in place. And then also right here, to stay in place. Alright, so then now, the luggage strap is nice and flush, and you could barely even tell that I had to loop it around. So it's really nice, no excess or anything. Then I recommend zip tying it about 4 places, and doing one method to make sure the zip ties don't, or the belt doesn't slide off, I should say. Not the zip ties. The zip ties will stay on no matter what. Let's see if I could. There. Very snug fit, you can see. Alright. Now here's what you need to do. Is zip tie it around the right about where your arm is, right by the main part of the belt. And then to the left, the main part of the belt. Of course I had it right there, but that's for the to hold the strap, so I put it about right there. And then put it right before the belt ends. The belt for the Kamen Rider belt, right before that belt ends, make sure you zip tie it right at the end. Now what I did was, I noticed that it had loops right here that you could put through, that are there, and loops right here. So what I did was I zip tied right through the loops on each side, so then the belt, it will not slide anywhere. It's perfectly in place. I'll show you that up close. There's the first zip tie. That one's more just hanging there. This one's the one that's really looped. So it will not slide out or anything. So that's how a belt should look like after you customize it. And good part is, most of the belts will cover up the black polka dots. You can kind of see them, but not as much as you did. Just barely, just around up here. But that's okay. It looks at least, more accurate